What is up, my dude and dudettes, and welcome back to TellerTube. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the subreddit r/choosingbeggars. If you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe as it would really help out my channel and allow me to continue to make these videos for you guys. And with that being said, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Choosing Beggar wants my free dessert and more free dessert on top of that. Okay, so I ordered 5 pizzas and some garlic knots for pickup at Blaze Pizza. The email said it would be ready in 25 to 35 minutes, 7:20 at the latest. I came around 7:30, and as I walked in, the guy handling the orders, Ted, said, "Alright, getting some ready for OP." A woman, Susan, was getting her pizza made for her in line behind me. She was waited on immediately because no one else was in line. After, she stood behind me waiting for her pizza to be cooked. By that point, I had already been waiting about 15 minutes, but I don't mind. I don't know if you guys have ever been to Blaze Pizza, but they're always busy and usually have 10 people on staff. Today, they had 4. They forgot my garlic knots, so while they were getting them ready, I asked another guy about getting dessert. I pulled out my wallet and asked for 3 cookies and 1 brownie. He said something to Ted and then held them out to me and said, "Don't worry about it, thanks for being so patient." I said, "Aw no, you don't have to do that," and Susan chirps up behind me saying, "Well, I'll take them and throw in some extra brownies to even it out." The register guy and I stood there awkwardly, and then she reached out and grabbed them from his hand. He fumbled around and Ted walked over to tell Susan that she had to pay for the desserts if she wanted them, while the register guy handed me new desserts. Susan was starting a scene because she was also entitled to free desserts since she had to wait too. Ted explained to her that she was only waiting for the pizza to cook and couldn't make that go faster. He ended up saying that she could have 1 dessert only, but she continued to fight for the same amount that I got plus more for her troubles today. My garlic knots were finished and I got the F out of there as fast as I could. Ted nodded at me as I walked out while Susan was still yelling at him. Oh, Susie, I don't think you're entitled to free food when you're only waiting for your pizza to be cooked. Well, I had to wait too, so I want free desserts, plus add more brownies. Choosing Beggar attempts to scam my uncle for free pizza and gets busted. Okay, some backstory. This happened a few years ago, maybe in 2015 or 2016. My uncle owns a pretty successful pizza store. It's not part of a franchise, he only owns the one location. At his pizza place, he's usually the one who handles the phone calls. My uncle looks pretty intimidating. He is a large burly man with a beard, and in American terms, he would be right around 6'3". Despite his looks, my uncle is a pretty nice guy who always bends over backwards to please customers and always tries to make everyone's day pleasant. This has on more than one occasion met that certain rude customers would try to take advantage of him. There is only one thing in particular these customers like to use, the return policy. My uncle has a return policy that states if someone is unsatisfied with their order, they can return it intact with their receipt within a 24-hour time limit and either get a refund or 2 new pizzas of their choice. This is the story of one of those customers. On a particularly slow day, my uncle gets a call from a man. He will be called Choosing Beggar. My uncle went to high school with Choosing Beggar and knew Choosing Beggar had anger issues. Choosing Beggar and my uncle chat on the phone for a few minutes before Choosing Beggar eventually orders 3 large pepperoni pizzas. My uncle has the cooks make the pizzas and he sends them out to Choosing Beggar's house. 2 hours later, my uncle gets a phone call from Choosing Beggar. Choosing Beggar: "Hello, OP's uncle, this is Choosing Beggar. I ordered 3 pizzas earlier today." Uncle: "Yes, I remember. Do you have a problem?" "Yes, I was unsatisfied with my order. I would like to request to trade them in for 6 new pizzas." "No problem. What pizzas would you like?" "I'd like 6 Supremes." A Supreme is an extra large pizza with ham, beef, chicken, with 3 different types of Italian cheese. It's also the most expensive pizza my uncle sells. "Is that okay?" "Sure, anything for an old friend. You just have to return the 3 pizzas you bought with the receipt and I'll gladly serve them up for you." About that, me and my family already ate those pizzas, but can we still get the new ones anyway? My kids are still hungry." "I'm sorry, man, but I can't do that. It's store policy." "Come on, dude, I can't afford it. Please, can we just get them for free?" "Sorry, Choosing Beggar, no means no. I'd love to help you, but I can't." Choosing Beggar, now angry: "Bullcrap, you can't even help an old friend. I'll be there in an hour. My pizzas better be ready or I'll never order here again." Choosing Beggar then hangs up. My uncle decides to make Choosing Beggars pizzas anyways. He doesn't think losing a friend was worth a few pizzas. So he tells the cook to make 6 Supremes. An hour later, Choosing Beggar arrives at my uncle's pizza place in a brand new top-of-the-line sports car. Can't afford it, my butt, and he was furious. Choosing Beggar, you better have my friggin' pizzas ready now, dummy. Honestly, what is my friendship worth to you that you would trade for 6 friggin' pizzas? Choosing Beggar, please calm down, you're disturbing the other customers. I don't friggin' care about other customers. I could buy the other customers if I wanted. Give me my goddamn pizzas. The customer is always right. Choosing Beggar then proceeds to freak out because of his anger management issues, starts trashing the tables and chairs. My uncle then gets up from behind the counter and gets up in Choosing Beggar's face and tells him to sit down and that his pizza would be ready soon. Since my uncle was a big burly wall of a man, Choosing Beggar sits down with a whimper. My uncle already had his pizzas prepared, but after that outburst, he sure as hell wasn't going to give them to Choosing Beggar. He called the police and they arrived 10 minutes later. One of them restrained Choosing Beggar and the other looked over the camera footage with my uncle. Choosing Beggar was later arrested and my uncle ended up giving the 6 pizzas away to the police officers as a thank you. This whole incident also inspired my uncle to change his return policy. Oh my goodness. No, I demand 6 of your most expensive pizzas. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen, Chief, especially after you trash the place. Donkey. My mom's story about work today. Okay, today at work I had a customer that had me about to really speak my mind to get rude with me. Ever since this pandemic started in March, the policy at work is 2 meats. You can get 2 packages of fresh chicken, 2 beef, and 2 pork. This policy has not changed and we have had signs on bright yellow cards on the doors entering the building and all along the meat section. This is nothing new, so one would figure that people would know how to read by now. Well, this gentleman, who is already buying 12 pints of Ben & Jerry's and a bunch of other stuff, has got 3 packages of ground pork. So I politely tell him that we have a limit of 2, that I am unable to sell him more than that. Well, he tends to go off, phrasing what everyone else says, I got a family of 6. Which it seems 6 is the lucky number, for I never hear any other number from customers. I tell him I am sorry, but it has been this way since everything has started. He continues to go on and tells me that we should have signs up to let people know. About this time, I am irritated and I tell him we do. We have signs on both the doors and all along the meat department. He tells me he saw no signs and that he was going to check. For all he saw on the front doors was the no rain check sign, which is on white paper unlike the eye-catching yellow the 2 limit sign is on, so I know he saw the sign. He huffs and tells me he just might have the mind and walk out and leave his full cart of groceries there as I'm still ringing up. So I step back with the look of, okay, go ahead, but he continues to load food on the belt. He checks out and leaves my register, and a few minutes later he is back at my station to tell me there is no sign by the ground meat. I just ignore him and carry on with my new customer. Then later I hear that after he left me, he started getting rude to one of my other coworkers and store manager, who even checked, and lo and behold, there was a sign by the meat. So now there is either 2 or 3 new signs at the doors, so they won't be missed. As long as people can read, and more by the meat. My fun day at work today. What? I didn't see any signs. I demand 3 packages. Chief, there's a total of like 10 signs saying you can only get 2. Nice try. Choosing Beggar acts like a child in KFC. I work at a KFC and AMW at my hometown. Honestly, it was my first job and I had just graduated from school. I was working the register one day and at this time we kind of had an issue with the ventilation above us. The ceiling tiles in the lobby were kind of turning black from all the water that was leaking. Regardless of this, we didn't really hear too many complaints about it because we were always quick on giving food. So I was minding my own business at the register when a customer decided to come strolling in. Me. Hi, what can I get for you? Customer places his ginormous order. The order came out to be at least $60 plus. Alright, your total is $63.89. Where's my discount? Well, sir, we only offer discounts to seniors here. That's baloney! I'm not paying that much for food and eating in here. Look at this place, it's disgusting. I won't be paying a single cent. Well, no offense, but we can't do that. It's your choice whether or not you want to eat here or have it to go. No, I want to eat here and I'm not paying that much for the food. I'm sorry, sir, but we don't give out free food.
Screw you, buddy. I hope you get hit by a bus.
The choosing beggar decided to storm out. In a fit of rage, he decided to act like a 9-year-old and throw the wet floor sign across the lobby. I had a long line of customers, and honestly, I felt embarrassed for them. I told him, "Oh, that's mature, buddy." He replied with,
"Up yours, fatty."
My manager heard the commotion and asked what was up. I told her what happened, and she was so angry that she marched out in the parking lot and yelled that he was banned from coming back to our location. The customer that was after him was a really nice lady, and she was so apologetic. We exchanged stories of other customers and had a good laugh about it in the end. I didn't stay there long though, only about 6 months. I ended up moving to working retail, but that's another story for another day.
What the heck? Look at this place, it's disgusting. I want all my food for free because of that.
Oh man. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash that like button as it would really help me out. Subscribe to my channel so you can stay up to date with my latest videos, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.